2.5 miles below the ocean near Australia, there is crushing pressure, total darkness and a collection of some of the strangest creatures on the planet. Recently, an international team of scientists and an Australian government research organization spent a month trawling the ocean floor off the coast trying to figure out what lives down there, and how they've adapted to survive. For scientists, the finds are beginning to shed light on the dramatic evolution of creatures in extreme environments. They've possibly identified a new fish and found animals living at lower depths than recorded. For the rest of us, the photos of the findings offer something different, the stuff of seawater-scented nightmares. Take, for example, the spiny red crab. It's one of the few brightly colored things the scientists pulled out of Australia's eastern abyss, although it's closer to the hermit crab at the bottom of a fish tank than to anything on the menu at a seafood restaurant. By contrast, many of the creatures the Australian scientists pulled out of the ocean could be summed up with one adjective: gelatinous. For example, the investigators are trying to determine whether the coffin fish they found is a new species. It has blue eyes and red fins and an interesting trick for catching prey in the dark. It uses a fishing rod tipped with a fluffy bait on top of its head. When a hungry, unsuspecting fish approaches the food, it becomes the coffin fish's meal instead. Another unorthodox eater the scientists found was a cookie-cutter shark. The shark has been documented before, but not in the areas where the research vessel investigator traveled in the past month. The shark sets its sights on big game, whales, large fish, even dolphins, and latches onto them with its serrated rows of teeth. Then it trips at a chunk of flesh and swims away. And then there's the faceless fish, which hasn't been seen by humans in more than 140 years, according to the researchers. It has no easily distinguishable eyes or gills in the mouth opening that is on the bottom of its body, the world's slimiest torpedo. The scientists pulled up more than 1,000 sea creatures, which will be studied and catalogued in the months to come, then gated by Australian school children. They also raised the alarm about the most disturbing thing they uncovered: pounds and pounds of trash. We're 100 kilometers off Australia's coast, and have found PVC pipes, cans of paints, bottles, beer cans, wood chips, and other debris from the days when steamships plied our waters, Chief Scientist Tim O'Hara said in a news release. The seafloor has 200 years of rubbish on it.